beauties, welcome back to my channel. Did you miss me? Today's look is inspired by the Modern Renaissance palette. This is going to be the palette that I'm using today. It is filled with mauve earth tones, very fun, very flirty, very girly, which is right up my alley. I am completely girly, so this was the perfect palette. As soon as I saw it, I knew it had to be mine. Pinks, oranges, like rose gold tones. So that is the look that was inspired today. I actually went to a baby shower, so this is actually the end of the day. I do quickly want to mention a small review on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This was the foundation that I had on today. I put it on this morning and it has 100% stayed intact all day. It broke up a little bit at my nose, but not anything too crazy. This is definitely worth the money. I got this from Walmart for about $9, and I'm pretty oily, so I did use a mattifying primer, which is also by Milani. The Prime Shield, and this is the mattifying and pore minimizing. So these two together work really well. I know that this can act a little funny with certain primers, but since I am oily, and I'm extremely oily, like all over my forehead and in my T-zone, this pretty much kept it matte all day. I'm not going to say kept it matte all day, but it did keep my oils at bay. So that is something really good to try. As far as my thoughts on the Modern Renaissance palette, I do absolutely love this palette. I like the way the colors blended. It does leave room for you to be very creative as far as colors go. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this look as of right now. So if you are in the DMV area, make sure that you check out my website at ladybeauty.com. Also, if you are not in the DMV area, make sure you check out ladybeauty.com. There's plenty of product information, any reviews. I will have a blog up on the products, the new products that I used today. Make sure you check that out. And also, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. It is very important to me and it is free. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my social media so we can chat and get personal, and to see how to get this girly pink look. Make sure that you stay tuned and keep watching.
And get started. We're going to start by coating our brow bone down to our crease bone. We're going to coat that with a lighter shade. This color is called Tempura. This is in the ABH palette. Now in the crease, very lightly, I'm going to take the color, I think it's Buon Fresco. I could be pronouncing that wrong. I will have it listed in here, but I'm taking a fluffy, very light hand with a fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of putting this all in the crease. You're just going to use this as your transitional color. It's more of like a muted bluish purple, very mauve, and that's going to go in the crease. Then I'm going to take this pencil brush by Zoeva, and I'm going to stick the color Love Letter, which has been everybody's favorite color, of course. I'm going to stick that on the outer crease. Then I'm going to go back in with that crown brush and blend out the edges. And I'm going to continue this motion until I get the color payoff that I want. Next, I'm going to pat on the two colors that I mixed together, Vermeer and Primavera, which is a gold color and a frosted pink. But I mixed those two together and I put them all over my lid. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so tongue twisted today, but yes. Now I'm just going to do my foundation and my concealer. For foundation, I used the Milani, like the Conceal and Perfect foundation, and I also use the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer in the color Medium Neutral. And I'm blending all of that together using my damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge. I did my lash. I'm sorry if you hear Dylan. She just can't seem to leave me alone. Then I'm going to place a translucent powder all over the concealer, and I'm going to bake mixing the Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup Loose Powder and the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Now, of course, going back in with that Zoeva brush, it's just a kind of like fluffier pencil brush. I'm going to mix Love Letter under the eyes just to kind of smoke it out. And on my lower lash line, I'm using this ColourPop shadow in Get Paid. I keep calling it a shadow. It's not a shadow. This is the ColourPop eyeliner in Get Paid, which is like a rose gold. As you can see, this rosy tone seems to be the tone of this, which is the tone of the palette. Now I'm going on to my lash line, my lower lash line, and I went ahead and coated them with mascara. I'm going in with this bronzer, which is actually a face powder by Black Radiance, and it is in, I'll tell you 1 second. Sorry, my bronzer is in the color Creamy Bronze, and this is the Black Radiance True Complexion Soft Focus Finishing Powder. That was my bronzer. And then I went in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Contour Palette to Contour. Oh, I'm moving too fast. Right here is when I nicked my nail into my blush, which is the Urban Decay blush. It has been my favorite as of lately. It is called Indecent. It's like a peachy coral color. This is the Wet n Wild, their new highlighters. I think they're a part of a limited edition collection. It took me almost a month to find this highlighter, and I was a little disappointed at first. I might have applied it wrong, or I may need to use a different brush, but I did not like how it applied. It was not as wham bam thank you ma'am as I normally like, but that's okay. I wet the brush and I got the color payoff that I wanted. Now here I'm using a Wet n Wild lip liner in Chestnut and the brand new Lipland Cosmetics liquid lipstick in, I think it's So Seductive. It's the new Amrezy light pink, and since it is so light, I do have to use a lip liner, and that was in the color Chestnut by Wet n Wild. And now I'm just going back and forth with more of the Love Letter color just to smoke out my lower lash line just a tad more. And now I'm adding more of that highlighter by Wet n Wild. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I spray my face, I get about my day. Oh, and I added it to my tear duct. I'm so sorry if you hear Dylan. She is getting on my nerves. I used some, I cannot remember the number of these eyelashes, but I will have them listed below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you check out my website, ladybeauty.com. Follow me on social media, and until next time, talk to you later, beauties.